What is up, everybody? I'm Abby, also known as Artsy Abby Official, any of the above, it really doesn't matter. I wanted to welcome you to my channel and let you guys know what you can be expecting from me. I have been influencing and advocating for mental health, social justice, awareness of all sorts of different things for officially about 3 or 4 years now. I have just started doing a lot of other things like producing my music and like letting all of that out, doing streams on Twitch, doing my gaming over on YouTube. All of that's just now started in the past year and a half. This little cutie right here is Emmy. She is falling asleep as we speak. Right now, I have a lot of projects in the works, but I do want to start with like my main overview of things that are going to be happening. There is a lot happening in the world right now, as you know, and I want to try my best to help as many people as I can in as many ways as I can, which is why I try so hard to push for that linktree in my bio thing. If you've ever seen a caption of mine, a description of mine, anything, it almost always says, check that link tree in my bio. Now that link tree holds just about 150 to 200 links that I've found that are articles, petitions, toolkits, not literal toolkits, but the types of toolkits that you can use in certain situations, resources of all kinds, citations, statistics, everything, official sites, unofficial sites, GoFundMes, things like that, for just everything happening in the world right now. I know I work with Next Gen America, Gen Z for Change. I make sure that all of the situations that I post about when it comes to those things are relevant. Everything that I post has a certain playlist that it goes to. If you look off to the playlist, you'll see that we have the mental health matters, we have the social justice, we have the things that have been silenced for some creators but given to some creators freely and praised for it, which is very problematic, which is why I've created a whole playlist for it in order for there to be more awareness about it, because the discrimination is ridiculous. As of right now, I also have spreadsheets that have ideas and locations for peaceful protests and little things like that. I also have events that I'm planning, events that have been planned, where you can find them, when you can find them, little things like that. All of that will be found in the link tree in my bio, which is why I push and push and push. But another thing that you'll find in that link tree at the very, very top is where my other socials are, and that is for this kind of next section of my video. So I have been streaming here on Twitch for a little over a year now, I believe. And it started as kind of an impulsive decision. I was like, you know what? I game all the time and it is such a big passion. So I think I'm going to decide to stream it. So I did, and people ended up really enjoying it. And I decided, I kind of like this. So I kept it up. I got console after console, started building PC, everything that I could have, I did have. So I worked on that, took a little hiatus, worked on my music. I've released 4 albums. If you want to go over to Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, anything that you can think of that music could be on, my music is even on Twitch. You can have it on your Instagram stories. I believe the only thing you can't have it on right now is Snapchat, and that's some weird reason. I'm not even sure why, which, oh well. You can expect vlogs, you can expect more critical justice things that are happening in the world right now. The link tree is updated weekly. Like at the end of every week. Over the week, I have a Google Doc that I put links in with what the link goes to. That's a spreadsheet, and then at the end of the week, I add all of them into their categories. I do have little things at the top that say like, hey, here's what this is about, here's where you find the articles, here's where you find the petitions, here's where you find this. Most of my stuff right now is mental health stuff, social justice stuff. Another thing is it's mainly things in America, but I also do have information based on the Ukraine war, what's going on over there. I've got what happened in Saudi Arabia, what happened in Israel that not a lot of people talked about. I believe across TikTok, only 4 or 5 main big creators talked about it. And even then, those videos did not get the views that they needed. So it became very problematic to see that so many people are being hurt and so many people are being silenced, when in reality it needs to be talked about more than ever. So I'm doing everything in my power to try to give the resources to help more people if possible, but every little bit is something. So if you check out the first link tree, you'll find the link to a second link tree at the very top. The second link tree is where you'll find all my socials, but the first link tree is where you're going to find everything. That page, I believe I screen recorded it. It took 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go all the way through every single link. And that was without having to wait for it to load or anything like that. It takes a while to put those links in, but you can click them, read the article, and from there on, you can choose what you want to do with that information. If you want to share it, you can share it. If you want to just share the video that it was attached to, you can do that as well. Anything helps. As long as there is awareness being raised, as long as somebody is speaking up for those that can't speak up, that is what is important. I know right now I'm also speaking on the gun laws. I mean, with school shootings happening and things like that, the safety is a huge issue. Mass shootings are ridiculous right now. I've put a lot of links like that in my link tree as well. You can find all that. I believe a third of the way down, you'll find a lot. I've also added links to official sites, like government sites, things like that, that show you official like updates and things. You can make your decision on if that's something you want to look at. If not, just keep on scrolling. Like, there are plenty of links to look at. There are ways you can advocate for people with autism, ways you can advocate for mental health, ways you can advocate for Native Americans that have had their rights stolen, ways that you can advocate for this, that, and the third. There are petitions, GoFundMes, donation links, charities, everything like that. It is all put in the mix. It is all organized from top to bottom. Another thing that you can look for and expect in my content will be just everyday life. I'll have get ready with me moments. I'll have a day in the life as a college student. I'll have a day in the life working all 3 of my jobs. I will have a lot of my sponsorships and partnerships I'll try to put out there. I know in my second link tree there is a thing that's like, hey, here's where all my sponsorships are. Here's what code to use. Here's this. A lot of those are pretty nice too. I only go after the ones that are legit, because I know right now a lot of Instagrams are reaching out to people and saying like, hey, become an affiliate, and then they give you a fake link and people are getting scammed out of their money. So I've been using official ones that actually are legit, and usually I reach out first and ask if there's any like collaboration or partnership that they are willing to work with, because Lord knows I've been scammed too many times, but it is what it is. But I believe that's all I have to say here. I know I also do a review series on Pinterest. It is called Factor Cap, and I go through all of those links. You know how you go across your Pinterest feed and it's like, oh, here are 7 different ways or 7 different sites to make this amount of money in this amount of time. Half the time, those are fake. I want to test those out, because I'm definitely the type of person that's like, well, let's give it a go. If it's real, it's real, and I get some money. If it's not, then I can prove it wrong, and I can call out the people that are literally telling everybody like, oh, this is so real, and here's how you do it, and then showing fake analytics. So that's one thing that I enjoy doing. Another thing that I've been doing lately is giving company reviews. I know I did SJ Cam. They had a really impressive camera it was about that big maybe, but the graphics were insane, and it's an action camera, and I should be taking that to my performances. Another thing I do is performances. You can find that in my playlist as well. I know I'll also be posting edits. That's going to be in a whole entire separate playlist. There's going to be there's a lot of content that I have created. There's a lot of content that I want to create. I've got language learning things. I've got writing prompts. I've got just about anything that you could want out of a content creator. My fandoms, hobbies, interests, photography stuff, fandoms that I was in, indie games. I post my codes to like video games and stuff if you want to add me as a friend and we can play. I have a Discord server that you can join. All that stuff. I will put that all in the description as well as the link tree. Both link trees. And I believe that that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.